Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see in the thumbnail, we will be creating the base of this mini ultimate craft caddy that has so many parts to it. I just want to let you know, as early as now, don't forget your beverage or your coffee. Be in your comfy pants, be in a really comfortable place, because this is a long video. You're going to be learning a lot. You're going to be learning how to make every single bit of this, from the traveler's notebook to the signatures, to the suitcase behind it, to the scrapbook in here, everything. So it's going to be a long one. Gather all your scraps from, scraps from 6x6 is preferred. So we're going to be creating this, and then this one is what we're going to be creating. This is what we have, and I'm going to be decorating this during a Friday night live. So I hope you stay tuned for that, but this is going to be a long video. I hope you don't mind. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. So let's get started, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Christian from Christian's Crafty Adventure. Welcome back. So today we're gonna be starting with the measurements. I just want to let you know that I'm going to show you the parts first before we proceed, okay? So let's name them first, so that in the description box it's going to make a little bit more sense when it comes to instructions, because there's a lot of parts into this project, and I hope you are going to be patient with me because there's a lot of moving parts. So let's start with, okay, so I just want to make sure that you're familiar with the lingo that I'm going to be using in the description box, okay? So let's start with, this is your A part. This is the A part, and this is the drawer pull. So in the description box, it's going to say, so this is going to be your drawer base, and this is going to be your drawer pull, okay? This part right here is going to be B. This is going to be C. This is going to be D. This is like the back base, and this is going to be obviously the suitcase. And this is going to be E, which is your traveler's notebook container, okay? So this is A, B, C, D. Both will be E's. And this one is the suitcase. You're also going to see in the description box a scrapbook, a pink scrapbook. I'm going to be using purple in this tutorial, but this is the pink scrapbook. And this is the inside portion of the pink scrapbook. So, and it's going to nestle here. The pink scrapbook lives in C. So A, B, C, D, E. So now that we have all the lingo, we're all on the same page. This one is the travelers. This one is the TN. This is the traveler's notebook cover. These are signatures. So now that we're all on the same page when it comes to verbiage, let's get started with the tutorial. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create this one, which is the drawer base. We're going to start with creating this, which is A, and this, which is the drawer pull for your drawer. Okay, so we're going to start with a sheet of 4 3/4 by 3.5. So this is 4 3/4 by 3.5. At the 4 3/4 side, you're going to score at 1/2. You're going to score at 2. You're going to score at 2 3/4. You're going to score at 4 1/4. And then you're going to turn. And then you're going to score 3/4 on both sides. 3/4 on both sides. That is it. And then you're going to burnish all of the parts. The next part is your drawer. And for the drawer pull, which is this tiny little bit right here, you're going to need a paper that is 3 5/8 by 3 1/8. 3 5/8 by 3 1/8. And so how you do this is, at the 3 5/8 side, you're going to score it at 1/2 and 1 1/8 on both sides. So 1/2 and 1 1/8 on both sides. You're going to turn it, and at the 3 1/8 side, you're going to score at 5/8 on both sides. Okay. So burnish it, and then we're going to assemble it. All right, so now that we've burnished this one, always, these are your reinforcements. So you're going to cut that first. so that you remember that's your reinforcements. And then they go here. You fold your reinforcements right there. So I'm going to glue them now just so it's out of the way. Same as before, I always have reinforcements. Just get them out of the way, put the reinforcements on first and foremost. Next, these are tabs that you need to remove, so let's take that out. You don't need those. Take out the tabs and do the same thing for all of them. This is going to be a lengthy kind of tutorial simply because it has a lot of parts. So I hope you're going to be okay with that. I hope you're going to be patient, but it's going to be worth it because it's so cute. So you could create your own tabs right there. So you just cut on the score marks and create your tabs. Just like that. I suggest if you like coffee or tea or some beverage, I suggest that you get them now, pause the video, because you're going to be needing it. We are only in part A. So, right there. Okay, so do that and attach this one at the same time. So, just like that. And before you start, always heat up your glue gun just so you're ready. So now that you have this, this is your drawer base, and then you're going to attach it and assemble. Super easy. I am not going to I'm not going to do a hyperlapse on this one just so you can see every single bit of detail. It's going to be a long video. However, it contains everything that you need when it comes to creating your itty bitty ultimate craft caddy. So this is what it looks like. Super cute and easy. Now we're going to create the drawer. So when it comes to the drawer piece, here's what we have so far. Now you cut your reinforcements, same as before. Cut your reinforcement like this. Okay, you do it on both sides. Do that on both sides. Cut it like this. Cut it like this, super easy. Just like that. And then you attach your reinforcements. Attach that so it's out of the way. It's no longer a problem for you. You're not thinking about it anymore. Okay, so do that for both sides. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Next, what you need to do is you're going to cut these tabs because these tabs are for you to attach. You can cut them like this if you wanted to. That's your choice. Or you can leave them long if you wanted to. Either way, it's still going to be fine. Either way is good. It's still going to be attached. So my choice is I'm going to cut it just so it's symmetrical and it's standard for everyone. Next, you're going to put glue on your tabs. All 4 of them, and then you're done. Just like that. Glue them all. Okay. Just like that. I love this paper from Park Lane collection because it is solid 110-pound cardstock. The only thing I hate about it is the white core. I do not like the white core at all. And it shows up in your project. That, see, the white shows up. It's so annoying, but I would choose stability versus aesthetics any day. And now we have your drawer piece. So just like that, we're going to make this pretty and decorate it later on, probably during a Friday night live. So that's what we're gonna do. So that's the A. Your A is done, so you're gonna set that aside. We're gonna proceed to B. So for the B part, this is super easy as well. So for B, you're going to need 3 1/8 by 3 1/8 sheet of paper, and you're going to score. This contains your mini album. So the B part is this tiny little bit right here, and you can decorate it however you want. It's going to be so much fun to put your spin on this one, but it's going to be itty bitty tiny and super easy to create. So 3 1/8. At the 3 1/8 side, you're going to score it at 1/2. And 1 1/4 on both sides. 1/2 and 1 1/4 on both sides. And then you're going to turn it and you're going to score it at 5/8 and 5/8. Just like that. So super easy. And then you're going to burnish. So let's burnish that super quick. And then after you burnish, you then cut your reinforcement side. I love doing reinforcements because it makes your projects really sturdy. So cut your reinforcement just like that, and we're going to do the same thing. And this is how we're going to construct the rest of the boxes, is attach your reinforcement side all the time first so it doesn't bother you any longer. And then do the same. After you attach your reinforcement, you take these tabs out because you technically don't need them. Take it out. You don't need them. Just like that. So super easy. Next, you create your tab in the middle. Create your tabs, cut, cut, just like that. Super easy, no problem. I would probably speed this up a little bit, but not like hyperlapse it, because I know that you guys prefer to do it real time. And then you attach, easy, just like that. And then remove your excess glue. And then do the same for the other side, just so it is the same. Just like that, and then add your glue. Okay, next is glue this flap, and you are done with this one. So we're going to assemble all the pieces first, and then we're going to attach them all together. So now we have your B. This is your B. So A and B goes on top, just like that. So let's proceed to C. So just a reminder, C is this guy right here. And this is where we're going to put the purple scrapbook. So for C, you're going to be needing a 3.5 by 4 inch paper. 3.5 by 4. And at the 4 inch mark, you're going to score at 1/2, 1 5/8, 2 3/8, and 3.5. You're going to turn and you're going to score at 3/4 on both sides. 3/4 and 3/4. And then you're going to burnish. After you burnish, you now proceed to cutting your reinforcement. Same as before. This one you just have to look a little bit and be more careful looking at the score marks because I have it printed. So there you go. You're going to attach the reinforcements. Same as before, you attach the reinforcements and you cut off the tabs. Exact same thing, super easy. And then you remove the tabs because you don't need the tabs any longer. So take that out. Same as before. And then you create your middle portion. So right there you snip, snip, and create your tab. Snip, snip, create your tab. Like that. Do the next one, snip, snip, and create your tab. Super easy, no problem. Then you attach. That's it. You attach it just like that, and you do the same for the other side just so it's symmetrical. Right there. And then you attach this guy right there. And this is your C, which holds your scrapbook. So for this part, since it's Halloween, I'm gonna create a purple scrapbook instead of a pink one, but the reference is the same. So that's where that goes. That's where the C goes. So A, B, C. So let's create our purple scrapbook this time for Halloween. So for the purple scrapbook, you're going to need a 3 3/4 by 4 3/8 sheet of paper. At the 3 3/4 side, you're going to score at 1 7/8. You're going to turn it, and at the 4 3/8 side, you're going to score at 1 7/8 on both sides. Okay. And then this is what you have. You're going to fold it like this, and you're going to fold it like this, and this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to put some stitching on this. If you don't want to put stitching, I suggest you put glue on here and make sure that it is adhered very well. I'm doing this. You can do just one sheet if you wanted to. You can just cut this in half. But I like it very sturdy because we're going to put stuff inside. So let me come back. I'm going to put some stitching and then we're going to proceed to assembling it. Okay, before I go, this one is a 1/2 by 1/2 sheet that we're going to put in the middle, right like here, because this is what it's supposed to look like. Put it in the middle, just like this, and I'm going to stitch this one also, and then we're going to stamp the face. We can stamp the face later on when we decorate it. But I'm just putting the basics on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it to the center so that I can stitch it. And try the best that you can to make it centered. Okay, so I'm going to put some stitch marks. I'll be back. Okay, so now that it's all stitched, we're going to decorate it later on. Again, the stitching is optional. You don't have to do it. You can do faux stitching with your jelly roll, or you don't have to do the stitching altogether. This is optional. Okay, so this is where this goes. We're going to create the pocket or the box inside of this guy. So this one. So for this portion, we're gonna get a 2 3 3/4 sheet of paper. Okay, it's very small. At the 3 3/4 side, you're going to score at 1/4. You're going to score at 1 3/4 right here. Where's it? Wait, here. So you're going to score at 1/4, 1 3/4, 2, 2 1/4, 3 1/4, and 3 1/2. You're going to turn that, and at the 2-inch mark, you're going to score at 1/4 and 1/2 on both sides. This is going to be a very small, tiny little thing. And it's going to be extra small because we're going to be putting a window. So we're going to cut the inside. I'm not sure if you can see it, but we're going to cut this part so that we can create an acetate window for your box inside. So we're going to cut that offline, and I'm going to put the acetate offline. But what I'm going to do is we're going to burnish this one. And you're only burnishing because you're going to make a box, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to cut that offline, but this is what your box is going to look like. Super itty bitty. You can put a small thing right there if you wanted to. Small embellishment, perhaps. So if you're using printed paper, be careful because it's hard to see. It is doable, definitely doable. It's just harder to see. So you have to be extra alert and you have to be mindful of what you're doing, just like that. So we're not attaching it yet because I'm going to create this box. I'm going to cut it up and then put an acetate sheet on it. Be right back. Okay, now that I've put the acetate window, it's so cute and tiny. Now we're going to create our box. So we start with our base as always. So you put a drop of glue. It's so small. Just like this one. And then just one drop. One drop is all you need. One small drop. It is small. Okay. Same for the other side. One drop of your Surebonder glue. And here as well. Right there. So now you've created your base. It's like a pizza box. And then you attach your lid. Same as how we normally construct your lids. You do your, I know it's a little bit harder to see because it's small, but one drop of glue. This doesn't have to be perfect. It's gonna be inside your scrapbook that's inside the C container, but it would be cute if it is done well. So this is what we have. This is what we have right here. And make sure that you glue it properly, just like that. And this is where it's going to be glued right on the inside, just like that. You can do two if you wanted to, one on both sides. That will be cute and fun. Yeah, it can accommodate both, I think. So that's what's going to go on the inside. And then you just create this thing right here so that you can close it. Right there. But this one is done. And we're going to proceed to the D, which is your base. So let's get started on that. So for the base, which is this guy right here, that's the D, we're going to be creating that. And that is going to be a paper that is 8 5/8 by 5 3/8. So this is the 5 3/8 side. At the 5 3/8 side, you're going to score at 1 inch on both sides. Easy. At the 8 5/8, you score at 1. 3 and 3/8, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 3/8, 1, 2, 3, and then 6 and 7/8. 6 and 7/8 would be here. Right there, 6 and 7/8, and then 1 inch, which is 7 and 7/8. Okay, and then we burnish. Let's burnish. So technically you don't need to score at the 7 and 7/8 mark because that's additional reinforcement. I just remembered that I did that so that it's extra reinforced on the back part. So we're gonna cut our reinforcements. For this side, you just do that, and then you attach your reinforcement. This one has a little bit more reinforcement because it's the base, the back of the entire project. I just remembered that that's why I put it there, because it's a little bit on the, I want it to be on the thicker side, so it gives more of the bulk. So the 7 and 7/8 score mark, don't do that, and I'm going to update in the description box. Just like that, and then you snip your tabs. Same as before. Take your tabs out because you don't need that anymore. And then you snip, and create a tab for the middle. Snip, snip, and create your tabs right there. And this is where your suitcase is going to be in. Snip, snip, and create your tab. Right there. And then you attach. So make sure that the bigger reinforcement, which is this one, is going to be in the back, which means that you are going to attach the front first. Oh, this means that you're going to attach the back first, which is this one. The bigger reinforcement, that's what you attach first. Okay, find your bigger reinforcement. That's what you attach to your tab initially, and then proceed to the other. It's just small nuances. I mean, it's not going to be a bad project if you do not. It's going to be fine. Okay, I'm going to score it like this. You're going to put it like this. Okay, so you're going to see that this one is, there's a leftover. You cut that in a diagonal. Cut it in a diagonal so that the design looks better, just like that. And then when it comes to the overall feel of it, oh my gosh, this is such a long video, I'm sorry. This is what it's gonna look like. This is what we have so far, and we're gonna create our traveler's notebook holders, and we're gonna put it on this side, and then we're gonna create our suitcase. We are on our way there. Let's go. So this is what we're creating. We're creating the suitcase, and for the suitcase, you're gonna need a 7 3/8 sheet of paper by 4 and 7/8. So at the 7 3/8 side, you're going to score at 7/8 of an inch, 1 1/4, 2 7/8, 3 1/4, 4 1/8, and 6 1/2. Just like that. You're going to turn, and at the 4 7/8 mark, you're going to score at 7/8. You're going to score at 1 1/4. You're going to score at 3 5/8. And you're going to score at the 4-inch mark. And then we burnish. And after you burnish, you're going to notice, you're going to burnish, okay, burnish all of the outermost. You're going to notice that there's extra burnish marks at a specific side. And this is only because you have to create the window for the acetate. I hope you remember that one. So we create that. Let me bring my, we're going to do this together. Just so it's not confusing. Okay, so I've burnished all 4 of the outer, and then I'm going to burnish the middle. There are certain things that are left over, the certain score marks that you don't burnish, and that is these middle portions. You don't burnish that. It's just there to guide you on where to cut. Okay, I just want to make that clear. It's there as a guide for you to cut your window out. So this one, you just cut your window right there. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. it's still gonna be legit and amazing, but it's up to you. There, right there. So easy. And then what you do is you're going to put acetate, which is, do I have acetate? I think I do. Oh, I have the perfect size acetate. So I'm going to cut, put this back here, and then you decide. I'm deciding that the orange polka dot would be my outside because this is too crazy. And then you put glue. Super simple. And then you create your acetate. You create your acetate window for your bag right there. Super easy. And then you're going to score. You're going to cut your snip marks. Be very careful because there are extra score marks there. So you just cut this. And you're going to cut, and create a tab for the middle. Same as before. Do the same thing. The first score mark. The fourth and fifth. Fourth and fifth and last. And the fourth and fifth is your tabbies. Okay. And then you start assembling your base first. So tab first right here. Create your tab first and foremost. Just like that. This is going to be so cute. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We're going to decorate this ultimate craft caddy during a live. I just want to show you how to construct it so that you can create your own. Okay. You're going to create tabs for this one. I'm so excited to decorate this one with the Halloween stickers. Okay. So this is what you can do so you can use up your 6x6. I mean, there are a lot of elements that require bigger than 6x6. However, you can construct it with just regular cardstock and decorate it with 6x6. You know what I mean? This is cute. I need to get more Ghost Town from 3 Craft Chicks. It's going to be so cute. So this is what it looks like. Now you created your base. Now you create your lid. Always create your base first. I tell you this all the time. And there's a reason, so that it closes perfectly. There's no leftover. It's not too tight. It's not too loose. And that's how you accomplish that. I'm excited to decorate it. So exciting. And then you get your handle. For your handle, you're going to need the suitcase handle. You're going to need 1 inch by 3 3/4. Okay. And then you're going to score it. You're going to score it at 1/2 inch. And then after that, you're going to score at 3/4 on both sides. And then you're going to fold. Fold. And I've added some stitchings on mine right here. And this is what it's going to look like. I think it's going to be so cute. Make sure that you train your paper. Train your paper, do it back and forth. And this is what it's going to look like right there. So let's attach it. Make sure that this is the right one. I think adding the stitchy marks is so cute. And then you do that for the same side, for the other side. Make sure that it's symmetrical for both. I would totally take this to a Halloween party. So cute. This is done. Then this is what we have. The reinforcements are in the way. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is what we have so far, you guys. And then we're going to do our traveler's notebook. I'm going to teach you how to do that. This is what we have assembled so far. Next is our traveler's notebooks. Let's do that. This next part is your traveler's notebook holder right here. And for that, the traveler's notebook holder, you're going to need a 3 inch by 4 3/4 inch paper. At the 3 inch side, you're going to score at 5/8. You're going to score at 1 1/2 and then 2 1/2. Okay. At the 4 3/4 side, you're going to score at 1/2. You're going to score at 1/2. you're going to score at 1.5, 2 1/8, 3 1/8, 3 5/8, and 4 1/4. Okay, so that's what we have so far right here. And then you're going to burnish these. Okay, so this is your reinforcement. The bottom part is going to be your reinforcement. There's multiple. I know it looks confusing, but when you see what the purpose is, it's going to all make sense. Okay, so let's start with this one. Let me show you. I need for you to burnish first for the second and the third score mark. This is what it's going to be. And then you burnish it right here, and you burnish it right here. So this is what it's going to look like. The extra burnishings are just to tell you where to cut, where to fold, and everything, okay? So this is what it's going to look like. Let me tell you where to make the cut first. So let's start by, this is your tab. So, because there's like 1, 2, 3. This is your three consecutive small score marks. So you go there first, and then you create a tab for that. Just like this. Just do as what I'm doing. Create this tab first. Okay? And then you create like this, because this is what it's going to look like. See? That's what it's going to look like. And then you cut. You cut it right here, because this goes right there. This is starting to form. I know it could be a little bit confusing, but stay with me, stay with me. We can do this. So you're going to cut this one. Wait. Well, I'm going to snip this part just so I can fold it, because this is a reinforcement on the front part of your traveler's notebook, just so it's sturdy. So do this, okay? And you're going to cut this one right here. You're going to cut this one and this. Oh, don't cut this one. Sorry, I made that mistake. So this is what's going to happen. Look. This is what's going to happen. Let me create this one. Okay. Do this one a little bit slowly. Don't cut this one. I made that mistake. But it doesn't matter, because we're going to cover it anyways. But if you can avoid it, I would avoid that. Okay. And then you're going to snip this one just so it folds better. Okay. Just like this. And like this. So that's what it's supposed to look like right there. Right there. Okay. What I'm going to do, to be less confusing, I'm going to attach this. Okay. Because that's just a reinforcement. I'm also going to attach this, because this is just reinforcement. These are all reinforcements. Okay, so I'm going to attach these already, so they're out of the way, so you can see what they're supposed to look like. Okay, so get these out of the way, get the reinforcements out of the way, just so it's less confusing. Right there. So these are your parts. These are your parts, so you're going to attach. You're going to attach your parts. Start with the middle portion and attach that, and then attach this one right here. I made this mistake of closing it, so of snipping it. That was incorrect. Right there. And make sure that you hold it, otherwise it's not going to stay. And then this one goes inside because it holds it together. And then you close it up. So this is what it's supposed to look like. Just like that. So this one, this score mark, it's left there so that you can see where to snip. So here, look, I'm snipping right here. And I'm snipping from here to here. That was there so that you know where to cut. You can also fold it like what I did in this one. I folded it for just extra. You don't have to. You can snip it if it's easier for you. That's not a problem. Right there. So we got 2 of that. You can see I'm going to have to color this with like something black because the these inner black, the inner white core just bothers me so much with the Park Lane. But it is something that I'm dealing with because I like the stability. I like how heavy their cardstock is. Anyway, so that is that. I hope that that is not super confusing. So you're going to create 2 of that. Now we're going to go to the Traveler's Notebook cover and signatures. Okay, now we're going to be creating these little Traveler's Notebook covers and signatures. So what you're going to need for the Traveler's Notebook is a 3 by 2 1/4 sheet of paper. You're going to need 2 of that because you're going to be creating 2 Traveler's Notebooks for the 2 Traveler's Notebook areas right here. If you want to create more to kind of load up your suitcase, it's up to you, but at least 2 is what you should be making. And then at the 3-inch side, you're going to score at 1 1/4, 1 1/4 on both sides, and that's pretty much it. And then you burnish it, and this is what you have so far. Okay, and then you can round the corners. I like rounding the corners of these, and I use the 4mm because, you know why? Because we're going to laminate this one. Just like that. So you go ahead and create 2 of this, and I'm going to laminate it offline, and then we're going to proceed. Okay, so now that we have this laminated, we're going to put some holes in it. You can't use your regular cording. What I'm using is the bracelet cording that's transparent. So that's what I'm using right here. I think this is 0.8. We need to put like a hole right here. We need to put 2 holes right here, and we need to put 3 in here, just so it holds your tiny signatures. I'm using this foam thingy just so it holds it and doesn't destroy, the poking doesn't destroy my table or my faux wooden poster underneath. So you do the same exact thing, and then you poke holes in it, and you do it for both. Okay, make sure you do it for both. I'm just redoing them, and then we're going to, okay, this is a weekend project. I did it in 2 days. This is a weekend project for you. If you want to create this with like elaborate kind of setup in it, I suggest don't rush yourself. This is not a project that you're going to do in one sitting comfortably. It's going to be a good project to work on a weekend, kind of relaxed project. That's my suggestion, because it entails a lot of pieces. So you just put it on the first one, same as how we normally do a Traveler's Notebook, but only smaller. Okay, so you do that, you just thread it through. I would make the second one bigger than all the rest. So let's make the second one bigger, the second hole bigger than the other friends, because you're gonna need it. The reason why I'm using this bracelet cording is because it's transparent, and so that your design for your front page will be seen. It's so tiny, and it's elastic, which makes it easier to work with, and it's cost effective. So those are all pluses in my book. And you put it in the middle right there, and then you put it over here in the mid portion of the spine right there in this cording. I suggest you watch my tutorial for my Traveler's Notebook, because I'm doing the same exact thing. I am threading it the same exact way, but only this is like a smaller scale, just on a smaller scale, but the same threading. Where the thread goes, it's exactly the same. I like these miniature projects. They're so cute. And then right there you have it threaded, and then you tie it. I tie it twice. I think there's value in showing you, just so you know that it's okay for it to not to be perfect. So right there, and then I am just going to make a knot, and then it's done. I just tie a knot. Doesn't have to be perfect as long as it's closing and it's not so loose. Sorry, my belly is hungry. I think that's audible in the video. If you heard it, I'm sorry. If you didn't, then don't mind my comment. This is what we have so far. And when it comes to our project, let me bring it over. This is what we have. It's undecorated, but this is where it's gonna go. And then we're gonna create some signatures. The signatures are super, super easy. They're just 2x2 sheets of paper. You just fold it in half and then staple it with your tiny attacher. I'm excited to do that. So this is what we have, 2x2, scored at 1 inch. So right there, this is your signature cover. So we're gonna be needing three notebooks per. We need 3 notebooks per traveler's notebook. So okay, obviously you're gonna need some pages. So if you have some scrap copy paper, that will be really, really good to put in here. I suggest like a thinner copy paper, just so I think it's better. It is better that way. This is what it's gonna look like. So these are 3 different signatures. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Let's pretend that this is your cover, and let's pretend that these are your pages, because why not? Just for fun. Just for fun. Let's say you decided you want to put this many pages. What we're going to do is we're going to put them all together. And so when you fold it, it looks like this, right? You get your tiny attacher and staple it in the middle. And that's it. Super easy. You just need to cut some 2x2 sheets of paper. You get your tiny attacher. You staple it in the middle. And your signature is done. You can snip these if you wanted to. What I did, I didn't use my, I didn't use at all my cutter. I just used my Tim Holtz scissors for this. You know, I just started snipping it. Yep, I think it's easier this way because it's so tiny. You have more control with these scissors than with your cutter. It's easy right there. And then now that you're done with your one signature, we get our cowboy book, and then you put it in one of the cords, the first cording right there. You have one signature, and go ahead and create more signatures. I'm going to borrow a signature from this existing book. Okay, I'm going to borrow, and then we're going to, this is the same exact way. It's copy paper, and then we're going to add it just like that. And then you can decorate it. I'm going to decorate it during the live just so it's fun. And then your traveler's notebook with 3 signatures is done, and it is ready to go to your traveler's notebook holder right here. This is what we have. I think it's absolutely adorable. This is what we've created in this super, super long tutorial. But this is what we have created. And I hope you enjoyed the super long tutorial. I hope it's not super long. I had to do it because it has so many parts. So I'm sorry about that. But I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if this is something that's interesting for you. I love, love, love changing the variations of sizes. And I love adapting it. Like I love adapting my old tutorials and changing them into different sizes. That I enjoy that immensely. Let me know in the comments section down below, what is the theme of your mini ultimate caddy that you're creating? Is it going to be Valentine's, Christmas, Halloween? What are you doing? What are you creating? This is what we have, these two right there. I'm going to decorate the Halloween one during a live, but this one is what we've created, and this one is what it looks like when it's decorated. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. It's a long one, I know, and I think it's absolutely necessary. So sorry about that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful crafty day. This is Christian finally signing off from this long video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed creating this for you. Bye, guys.